Choosing a partner is not just choosing someone to love. It is choosing the person who will influence your money, your habits, your emotional stability, your risk tolerance, your career decisions, your health, your children, your social circle, and your future self. A wrong partner does not always destroy your life suddenly. Sometimes they simply make every good decision harder. It is opportunity cost. This story follows Alex, a thoughtful and ambitious 29-year-old, as he learns that the cost of choosing the wrong partner is not only heartbreak. At 29, Alex's life is not perfect, but it is moving in a clear direction. He has a stable job, a growing emergency fund, and a plan to switch into a higher-paying role within 2 years. He is not rich, but he is intentional. He knows what he wants: financial stability, meaningful work, and eventually a family built on trust. Then he meets Rachel. Rachel is charming. She is spontaneous, emotionally expressive, and makes Alex feel more alive than his routine ever did. For the first few months, everything feels easy. The conversations are intense. The attraction is strong. The future feels exciting. And this is the first trap. Chemistry can create a feeling of certainty before character has been tested. Attraction tells you there is a spark. It does not tell you whether this person can build a life with you. The first warning sign appears early. Rachel mentions she has credit card debt but says it lightly, almost like a joke. Alex notices but does not ask follow-up questions. He tells himself it is too early. He does not want to sound judgmental. And besides, everyone has made money mistakes. That part is true. A person's past financial mistake is not automatically a red flag. The real red flag is whether they take responsibility for it. Debt is not always the problem. Denial is. Alex begins paying for more things: dinners, weekend trips, small emergencies. At first, it feels generous. Then it becomes expected. This is where many intelligent people make a subtle mistake. They confuse kindness with rescue. Kindness is giving from strength. Rescue is giving because the other person's instability has become your responsibility. A healthy partner appreciates support. An unhealthy dynamic slowly converts support into obligation. When Alex asks about Rachel's financial plan, she avoids the conversation. Sometimes she laughs it off. Sometimes she says money is stressful. Sometimes she accuses Alex of being too rigid. This matters because in a long-term relationship, money is never just money. Money is planning. Money is trust. Money is delayed gratification. Money is how two people decide whose needs matter today and whose future matters tomorrow. If a couple cannot talk about money while dating, they will not magically become excellent financial partners after moving in together. Rachel's lifestyle begins changing Alex's spending. More eating out, more weekend travel, more impulse purchases, more social events that Alex would not have chosen alone. No single expense ruins him, but together they slow his progress. His emergency fund stops growing. His career course is delayed. His plan to move closer to work is postponed. This is one of the most underestimated costs of the wrong partner. They do not need to take your money directly. They can simply change the rhythm of your decisions until your goals become harder to reach. Rachel loves the image of the relationship. The nice dinners, the photos, the appearance of success. Alex enjoys some of it too, but he starts feeling like the relationship is being performed for other people. A dangerous partner is not always cruel. Sometimes they are simply more committed to how life looks than how life works. And when image becomes more important than alignment, the couple begins making decisions for an audience that will not pay the consequences. After a year, Rachel suggests moving in together. The logic sounds practical. They will split rent. They will save money. They will test the relationship. This can be wise when both people are clear and responsible, but Alex skips the uncomfortable questions. Who pays what? What happens if one person loses income? How will chores be divided? What debts already exist? What spending is shared and what remains individual? Moving in together does not solve ambiguity. It gives ambiguity a shared address. Soon, the apartment reveals what dating concealed. Alex pays bills on time. Rachel forgets. Alex plans groceries. Rachel orders delivery. Alex cleans when guests are coming. Rachel says he is too serious. The problem is not that one person is messy and the other is organized. The problem is that one person treats responsibility as shared, while the other treats responsibility as optional. In a weak partnership, the more responsible person does not receive more respect. They receive more work. The cost becomes emotional. Alex starts losing focus at work. After arguments, he replays conversations for hours. He checks his phone during meetings. He becomes less present, less creative, less decisive. This is the emotional tax of an unstable relationship. You may still show up to work. You may still pay your bills. But part of your cognitive bandwidth is always occupied. A wrong partner can reduce your earning potential without ever touching your bank account. Every couple argues. Conflict itself is not the problem. The question is whether the couple can repair. Can they apologize? Can they understand impact? Can they change behavior? Or does every conflict end with silence, blame, avoidance, and repetition? A relationship is not measured by how rarely people disagree. It is measured by what happens after disagreement. Without repair, love becomes a loop. Eventually, Alex discovers the debt is larger than Rachel admitted. Not catastrophic, but hidden. That distinction matters. A debt can be managed with a plan. A hidden debt creates a trust problem. Now Alex is not only asking, "How much do we owe?" He is asking, "What else do I not know?" In a partnership, financial secrecy is not just a spreadsheet issue. It changes the meaning of safety. Then Alex receives a career opportunity, a better role, a higher salary, a city with stronger long-term potential. For Alex alone, the decision would be difficult but manageable. With Rachel, it becomes emotionally chaotic. She does not want to move. She does not want long distance. She also does not offer a realistic alternative. This is where the wrong partner becomes expensive. They may not have a plan for the future, but they can still veto yours. Alex declines the job. Not because the offer was wrong, not because he calculated the trade-off carefully, but because he wants peace. This is one of the most dangerous forms of decision-making. Choosing the option that avoids conflict rather than the option that serves the future. Peace purchased by self-abandonment is not peace. It is deferred resentment. As friends begin getting married, Rachel starts pressuring Alex. She does not say it directly at first. She sends ring photos, wedding videos, comments about timelines. Alex is unsure, but he feels guilty for being unsure. After all, they have been together for years. They live together. Their families know each other. But time spent in a relationship is not evidence that the relationship is healthy. Sometimes it is only evidence that leaving has become harder. Alex starts thinking like an investor trapped in a bad position. We have already spent 3 years together. We already moved in. Our families are connected. It would be embarrassing to start over. This is sunk cost thinking. In finance, a bad investment does not become good because you have held it for a long time. In relationships, a bad pattern does not become healthy because you have suffered through it for years. The time already spent is gone. The only question is whether the next 5 years should look like the last 3. Marriage does not create character. It multiplies what is already there. If there is trust, marriage multiplies trust. If there is avoidance, marriage multiplies avoidance. If there is financial secrecy, marriage multiplies financial risk. If there is emotional instability, marriage gives instability more legal, social, and financial weight. A wedding can change a title overnight. It cannot change a pattern that both people have been practicing for years. When a relationship becomes legally and financially intertwined, exiting is no longer just emotional. It becomes administrative. Legal fees, housing changes, asset division, debt responsibility, tax consequences, retirement accounts. If children are involved, custody and support. In the United States, divorce lawyers in one major survey reported an average rate of about $270 per hour. Another survey found that people using full-scope divorce attorneys paid an average of about $1,100 in attorney fees, with a median around $7,000. Those numbers do not include the emotional cost, the lost time, or the years required to rebuild. Choosing a partner is romantic. Separating from the wrong one can become a financial project. The wrong partner can also become a health risk, not only in extreme cases of violence or abuse, though those must be taken seriously. Even chronic emotional stress has a cost. Poor sleep, anxiety, lower focus, isolation, loss of confidence. A relationship that constantly activates your nervous system can make ordinary life feel like crisis management. Love should not require you to live in a permanent state of alert. At some point, Rachel's insecurity becomes control. She questions who Alex texts. She dislikes his friends. She becomes suspicious when he works late. She frames boundaries as rejection. This is the point where the story changes. A difficult relationship can sometimes be repaired by maturity, honesty, and effort. A controlling relationship requires a different lens. The goal is not to communicate better with someone who uses communication to control you. The goal is to recognize the pattern before it becomes your normal. Alex always wanted children someday, but now he asks a harder question. Would I want a child to learn love by watching this relationship? Children do not only inherit money, they inherit emotional climates. They learn how adults handle conflict, how apologies work, whether affection comes with fear, whether responsibility is shared or avoided. Choosing a partner is also choosing the person who may become your child's model of love. Alex finally stops asking, "Can this work?" That question is too vague. Almost anything can work if one person keeps sacrificing enough. Instead, he asks sharper questions. Do I trust this person with money? Do I trust this person with stress? Do I trust this person with my future? Do conflicts lead to repair or repetition? Am I becoming more myself or less? Would I advise someone I love to choose this relationship? The answers are uncomfortable, but clarity often arrives only after we stop negotiating with reality. Alex decides to leave, but leaving is not clean. There is a lease to break, furniture to divide, friends who take sides, loneliness, doubt, the fear of starting over. This is why people stay too long, not because they are irrational. Because leaving has a price too. The question is not whether leaving hurts. The question is whether staying requires Alex to keep paying forever. After the breakup, Alex does not immediately become happy. He rebuilds slowly. He restores his savings, repairs friendships, returns to his career plan, learns why he ignored early signs. This part matters. If Alex only blames Rachel, he may repeat the pattern with someone else. The deeper lesson is not choose someone perfect. The lesson is, know your non-negotiables before chemistry makes you flexible. A good partner does not need to be flawless, but they must be honest, accountable, emotionally safe, and capable of building with you. The cost of choosing the wrong partner is not just the breakup. It is the delayed career move, the weakened finances, the lost focus, the emotional exhaustion, the friendships neglected, the confidence damaged, the years spent trying to make misalignment look like commitment. But the opposite is also true. The right partner does not simply make life more romantic. They make good decisions easier. They protect your peace. They tell the truth. They repair after conflict. They respect your future. They help you become more, not less. Choosing a partner may be the most important financial decision that does not look financial, because the person beside you can either multiply your life or quietly make every important thing more expensive. Every choice has a cost. Choose the person whose cost you are willing to carry. If you were Alex, at which moment would you have walked away? When the money red flags appeared? When the career opportunity was sacrificed? When control entered the relationship? Or only after the truth became impossible to ignore? Comment below. What is the biggest red flag you would never ignore in a partner? And if this story made you think about love, money, and the hidden cost of the people we choose, hit like, subscribe to The Cost of Choice, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.